Ross. It's going to be a great game. What do you think Stockton need to do today to get a W out of Rowan, the 3-0 undefeated team?
Well, the good news for them is not all three of their starters who average 15 points are on the court right now. So it's going to be their best to contain their leading scorers. And they'll see number one right there, Jazeer Knoll. Stockton wins the tip here. And we're underway from SB Gymnasium, home of Profs basketball. And Stockton on the board first. Packed crowd here tonight. We're seeing first-time starters. Number 24, Mikey Robinson. For the Profs. Lawrence, three-pointer. No good rebound by Spivey. And now here comes Butler turning up the court.
Rowan doing a good job so far facilitating the play, making sure that the passes are made, not making any mistakes.
Pass out from Ross. Top of the key, three-pointer. No, it's short. Rebounded back by Spivey. And it's stolen away and picked up by DJ Campbell.
Foul call on the play. Number one, Tavon Geither, going to take the free throws now. Looking to give Stockton a 4-0 lead over the Profs. First one's in.
For Tavon Gaither, he's played in every game last season for the Ospreys and finished second on the team with rebounds of 46. In his last game against St. John's on Saturday, he had 12 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, with shooting 6 for 11 from the stripe.
As he made the second one there, 4-0 in favor of Stockton.
Booty Butler guarded by Anguilov. Butler inside of Knoll. And we have a jump ball possession arrow, stays with the Profs. Rowan trying to get on the board here in a scoring drought, down 4-0 to this 2-2 Stockton team. Rowan undefeated with a 3-0 record. And Robinson, three-pointer off the mark. And it's picked up well by Christian Armstrong Thomas, the junior. Goes up for the basket. Tough finish there. DJ Campbell, the leading scorer for Stockton.
The Profs really struggling to play defense here. 6-0 now. No points scored as Booty Butler brings up the ball. Connor, they're going to look to try to pass around, it seems, as Booty Butler shoots up the mid-range, misses it, board.
Spivey. Second chance bucket, no good. And now here comes Gaither out to Campbell, and he drills it. And we have a timeout, Rowan. What a start here for Stockton, up to a 9-0 lead. Still with 17 minutes to go in this first half.
But I'm sure they will.
Right there, Gabe. The Profs, they're the defending NJAC champions from last season. They faced Stockton in that NJAC championship. They're able to take care of business here at home. But Stockton so far being the difference maker. Three-pointer from Ross, and there it goes. Marcellus Ross from top of the key, and the Profs are on the board.
Marcellus Ross scoring 24 points in an absolute blowout against the Eastern University Eagles as number 4 shoots it up. Number 1, Tavon Geither gets the rebound off the shot from DJ Campbell. Put a stoppage on the play that's going to result in inbound for Stockton.
It's going to be Martin Angelov. Originally from Bulgaria. He was born in Bulgaria. He transferred, or he came to the States in his 7th grade. As he had the inbound right there. Gave it over to Campbell. Angelov thinking 3. And he can't get it to go. Tipped up by Lawrence. And they're going to give it to the Ospreys here. With 20 on the shot clock. Angelov gets it out to Lawrence, but we have a 5-second violation called on the inbound pass. And it's a turnover for Stockton.
Very, very silly turnover there. You got to get the ball in. Angelov was looking for number 23, Rhinell Lawrence. He was open there, couldn't get it off in time. And now Booty Butler's going to bring it up for the Profs.
Mikey Robson checks out of this game. It's going to be number 0, Khalif Mears. Really interesting call by head coach Eric Brennan to start him off on the bench, being the leading scorer.
Especially in last game, he had 25 points. Once again in that blowout against Eastern University. As the shot's up, Noel board. Oh,
can't get it to go. Spivey, 3rd, 4th chance, no effort there. And now here comes Rhinell Lawrence on the fast break. Lawrence cuts inside, count the basket, and the foul. Rhinell Lawrence.
Very, very athletic play there, breaking down off of a couple misses from the Profs. Just breaking down, easy score. Well, made it look easy, not a very easy shot. And now he's going to go for the free throw and an and-one opportunity.
It was definitely well defended there. Rhinell Lawrence breaks his scoreless streak from last game against St. John's. He had a 0-point performance, but he still helped on the defensive end with 3 rebounds and an assist in 20 minutes.
As he sinks that free throw, the score is now 12-3 in favor of Stockton. Is now number 0, Khalif Mears brings it up. He's looking to make an impact on this game.
Mears go inside, gets fouled. Basket's no good, but he'll get 2 at the line. And that's what you want to see if you're Rowan. You want to see them tack basket, especially trailing by 9 points, where Stockton, they're 2-2. And now the Profs go to the line of shooting 2.
To your point earlier about Khalif Mears not starting today, we were both quite surprised because he's their leading scorer, 25 points in the absolute blowout of the Eastern University Eagles. As he shoots the first one and misses it. But yeah, we were very, very surprised that he didn't start this game. But now he's checked into the game, and he definitely want to have an impact, Connor.
Khalif Mears, the NJAC Player of the Week back in November 13th, the first week where they announced their NJAC Players of the Week. And most recently, number 4, DJ Campbell, earned the latest NJAC Player of the Week for this season. Substitution made. Jalen Collins checks in for Stockton. And he's guarded well by Spivey. Post fade shot is no good. It will be last touched by, they'll say it was last touched by Marcellus Ross.
The fans and the players do not like the sound of that one. They think it's the Prof's ball here as Angelov inbounds it.
And well defended there from Khalif Mears, but they're going to call him for a foul on the reach attempt. That's the first personal foul of the day for Khalif Mears.
Oh, a switch on the play. Referees thought differently. I believe DJ Campbell stepped out of bounds, but the referee here thought that there was a reach and foul. As Mears brings it up.
No in the corner. This is out to Butler from the left side. Butler out to the corner, 3, Marcellus Ross, Butter! And that's a good momentum push for the Profs, trailing out 12-7. Still with 15 minutes to go in this first half. Lawrence. Guarded by Spivey, gets it over to Armstrong Thomas. Gets tripped up, trapped well by Booty Butler. And we have a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go to
Rowan University.
The Rowan Profs. Tavon Gaither back in for Stockton, as well as Deontay Miles, number 2, checks in for the Ospreys. Rowan still keeping their same 5. Butler gets to Mears, back out to Butler. Mears, deep 3. Couldn't connect. And we have a foul. Looks to be against Stockton.
Number 23, Rhinell Lawrence, I believe, pushing Mr. Spivey when he went for the board. Ball is now Rowan Profs.
Must be a slippery spot on that side of the court right there. Crew able to take care of that.
Head coach Scott Bittner of Stockton University talking to the referee. Not sure about what, but he's definitely talking to him.
Booty Butler on the inbound. Gets it out to Ross. Gets the fake. Cuts inside. Off the mark on the basket. Last touch by Ross. And it's a turnover on the Profs.
Profs struggling to get offensive rebounds so far this game. Although it is now close, as they definitely rebounded from the lackluster first couple of minutes of this quarter. They definitely need to work on getting those offensive boards.
And the Profs, to their disadvantage, are a slightly smaller team. I believe their tallest player is 6'6". But now here comes a turnover made by the Profs. Out to the corner for Mears. Khalif Mears going inside, and he definitely stepped out of bounds right there. And a back-to-back turnovers for the Profs. And now we see number 3, Josh Wright, checks into the game for Rowan. Really effective off the bench for the Profs this season in the 3 games played.
Number 5, Jamar Johnson for Stockton University also checking in. This is going to bring it up, guarded by Mears.
And we got a kickball violation on Khalif Mears. It's going to stay with the Ospreys.
Number 23, Rhinell Lawrence inbounding it.
Johnson guard by Mears. Collins gets it out to Johnson. Johnson top of the key jumper from Deontay Miles. It's no good, rebound back by Johnson. Johnson inside, and a tough finish
with the ball there.
Spivey
jumping over Johnson on the pump fake there. Then a block by Ross later. Ball ended up hitting one of the cheerleaders. But Johnson's going to inbound it for Stockton University now.
Ryan Ems checks into this one for the Profs, as Spivey takes a seat on the bench. 12-7 ball game here from SB Gymnasium. Step back, no good from Gaither. And a quick find from Ross. And another turnover from Khalif Mears. Not the best pass there from Ross. That's 3 straight turnovers on 3 straight possessions for the Profs.
Profs really need to clean it up right now. You cannot get away with these turnovers. So far that they have, Stockton University not capitalizing off of these mistakes by the Profs. But sooner or later, it's definitely going to bite them. It's number 3, Josh Wright checks in for the Profs as well.
See some press defense here from Ross of Rowan. Nice find over to Miles. Takes a shot over Ems, and he is fouled. Deontay Miles getting 2 at the line. They're going to give the foul on, look to be Ryan Ems, number 25. And for Deontay Miles, just played 13 minutes in the last game against St. John's. Had 6 points and was 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. Had no free throws in that game, but he's got 2 attempts right here as he hit the first. And he's got one more coming right up here, trying to extend this lead for Stockton to 7 points. And this one's no good. Rebound by Jazeer Knoll. Nearly stolen away by Jamar Johnson, but it remains Prof's possession.
Number 2, Marcellus Ross checking out in favor of number 4, Booty Butler.
We'll see some substitutions made by Stockton. Number 34, Charles Sapp, the senior, checks in, looks to be at center.
I also believe number 20, Christian Armstrong Thomas, checking in as well for Stockton.
Mears out to Butler. Here's Josh Wright. Looks like we're seeing Stockton double the ball. Jazeer Knoll wide open corner 3. He drills it.
3-point game now. The Profs have really shed this big lead that the Stockton had before, but now it's only a 3-point game.
Stockton had a 9-0 run on the Profs, and all of a sudden, it's minimal.
Profs playing better defense than they were at the start of the game.
Still giving up those second chance opportunities, and then nearly another stolen opportunity from Khalif Mears, but he is going to be called for the foul. And he's got to start to be careful here, because I believe he's up to his second foul already.
3 more and he's out of this game. He's really got to pay attention, limit those fouls. And being such an important and key part of this team, their leading scorer is number 2, shoots it and drills it.
Deontay Miles left wide open for 3, and he makes him pay.
But as I said, Mears is such an essential part to this team. He really doesn't want to get fouled out this game.
Continuing to see Stockton doubling the ball. Gets it out to Mears. Mears left open for 3. Can't make a pay this time. And it's DJ out to Deontay Miles. Blocked by Khalif Mears.
2-on-3 now. Khalif Mears bringing it up. Charging foul called on Khalif Mears. Now his 3rd foul of the game. Taking the charge, DJ Campbell. He's really got to pay attention now. I think interim head coach Eric Brennan is going to start thinking to take him out, and I believe that is the case. Is now number 2, Marcellus Ross, checks into the game.
And that's something you really don't want to see for the Profs. Leading scorer already on his 3rd personal foul. Just really unfortunate break for Rowan.
He really hasn't been able to break into this game yet. And now he already has his 3rd personal foul in the first quarter. Interim head coach Eric Brennan's really thinking, I don't know what to do right now. Throwing in the DJ Campbell, shoots the layup, misses it by a lot.
Ooh.
Wrapped up there scarily. Number 25, Number 25, Ryan Ems. I believe number 20, Christian Armstrong Thomas, wrapped up there.
Rowan possession. This was Josh Wright with the inbound. Booty Butler bring up the court. Now for Booty Butler, he's not one who scores many. He's more of a pass-first kind of player, as he had 4 assists in the win. But here's a 3-point attempt, and it's no good. Rebound by Christian Armstrong Thomas for the Ospreys. Down the other side of the lane, we have a travel violation on Deontay Miles. Bucket doesn't count, and we have a timeout, Rowan. Once trailing 9, now it's just a 6, and they seem to come alive a little bit. Profs with the ball at half court. Guarded by Johnson. Jazeer Knoll back in this game. A good sight to see. Step back, mid-range, he hits it. Jazeer Knoll, leading scorer last year for the Profs on their Sweet 16 run in the NCAA tournament. And it's really good to see him starting to connect. He's got a steal now. Coming the other end, Jazeer Knoll. Knoll, dish out to Ross. Ross, 3-pointer. No good, rebound by Johnson.
Really good play for the Profs there. As Johnson passes it, good play.
And 1! Christian Armstrong Thomas. making his defender look small right there. And he's going to get one more at the line.
Jamar Johnson passed it to number 23, Rhinell Lawrence, to Christian Armstrong Thomas for the and one opportunity. Beautiful pass and play stuff right there from Stockton University.
And great ball movement right there for the Ospreys to get to this point as Rowan started to get something going on the steal from Jazeer Knoll and then the dish to Ross in that three-pointer, but he couldn't get it to go. And then Johnson, quick to the case, getting it down to the court, setting up a nice play. And just like that, the Ospreys go up by 7 with the made free throw. Ross, three-pointer this time. It's good. Left corner three, Marcellus Ross. Quick, fast break. Stolen away by Ross. Rowan going quick here. Butler, and he's fouled. It's going to be Charles Sapp, number 34. With the foul, is it a shooting foul or is it on the line? It's going to be a shooting foul.
Marcellus Ross now with his 4th steal on the year. Great stuff from Marcellus Ross so far this game. Popping the three as many times as he can. And they're going to keep feeding that hot hand. He's been great this year.
Booty Butler, first free throw. And it clanks off the front of the rim. Substitutions made for the process. Josh Wright takes his seat for number 12, Chris McCarron. Butler with one more here. And he's got it this time, and it's just a 3-point game here at SB Gymnasium.
Martin Angelov checking back into the game and now bringing it up the court.
Angelov tightly guarded by McCarron. McCarron guarding Campbell. Campbell gets the screen. McCarron on him like a gnat. Armstrong three, and he is going to be fouled on the three-point attempt. Jazeer Knoll, your top scorers, in some early foul trouble.
Jazeer Knoll trying to argue to the referee that number 20, Christian Armstrong Thomas, was actually kicking during the three-point, and that's why the foul was called. But the ref is not having any of it. Thomas now going to shoot for 3 free throws here. Very debilitating. You don't want to give up opportunities like that.
Armstrong Thomas, the junior, misses the first free throw. Armstrong Thomas, a transfer from Georgian Court, where he spent 2 seasons there and started in 30 games for them. And he's been a huge help for this Stockton offense so far this season, with just a season high of 7 points and 6 rebounds against Roanoke. And Armstrong Thomas gets the free throw to go. 5-point lead now for the Profs. And now it's McCarron. Butler over to Knoll. Jazeer Knoll spins off the defender. Takes a shot, and he drills it. Jazeer Knoll starting to heat up for the Profs. And it's right down to a 3-point game. Here's Gaither. He's back in. Gets it over. DJ. Drills it. DJ Campbell.
Both teams with the hot hand right now, but Stockton's is mighty hot. Scoring now 24-18 in favor of Stockton University.
Corner three, Marcellus Ross. He's been hot over there. We got to contain him. Marcellus Ross connects again.
Marcellus Ross now with 12 points on the game. They're not covering him on the wing yet.
And a tough bucket there, Tavon Gaither with the layup off the glass.
Both teams struggling to defend right now. Just points after points after points on both ends of the court.
McCarron gets out to Butler. Inside to Knoll. Knoll blocked by Collins. Turning up court is Campbell. Collins shows off the defender and rebounded, grabbed well by Jazir Knoll. Out to the corner, Chris McCann left wide open from the left side, couldn't hit it. And the rebound goes to Tavon Gaither.
We missed it earlier, but number 22, Ife Bayron, checking in for Rowan Profs here. It's number 1, Tavon Gaither with the layup.
Good fake and finish there from Gaither. And all of a sudden, it's a 7-point lead for Stockton. Ball out to Knoll. Knoll guarded by Campbell. Throws it up, and they'll say it was last touch by Collins. Khalif Mir is going to be back in this one for the Profs as Marcellus Ross, the hot hand, taking a seat. And Mears knows it.
Khalif Mears really has to pay attention to not getting any fouls here. It's still only the first quarter. He's got to make sure, as a foul is charged on number 1, Tavon Gaither. But to my point earlier, Mears really has to make sure he's not fouling anymore. 2 more and he's out of this game, and he's the Profs' top scorer.
It's really interesting. Coming off the bench, he's already got 3 fouls. Wasn't named a starter tonight. He started all games previously. But a little switch up from Eric Brennan as that jumper's no good from Jazir Knoll. Stolen away now by DJ Campbell. Campbell gets out to Collins. Out to Gaither. Gaither guarded well by Jazir Knoll. And they'll say it was last touch by Stockton. Mikey Robinson checks back into this one for Jazir Knoll. McCarron on the inbound to Mears. McCarron gets out to Mears, thinking shot, doesn't take it. Gets it back. Mears out to McCarron, left wide open, 3-pointer, it's good. Chris McCarron off the bench with a nice 3. And it's a 4-point ball game here.
The Ospreys are not closing out on open 3 opportunities against the Profs here. It's a problem. They'd have a lot bigger lead if they did. Only now 4 points their lead is.
The 3-pointer has really helped the Profs here in this first half. And they've come all the way back, down just by 4. Deontay Miles recollects the pass. Collins. Campbell, deep 3. No good. Rebound by Mears. Mears coming quickly here. Mears cuts inside, way up off the glass and in. And we have a timeout. Stockton, the first. Rowan starting to heat up.
Head coach Scott Bittner.
Inbound gets to Johnson for Stockton.
DJ Campbell, the leading scorer for Stockton in this game so far. As McCarron's going to get called for a foul on Johnson here. Not sure what the call is. Likely because he ran him over. But we'll see what happens here. Oh, it's going to be free throws for Johnson here. Hoping to extend the lead to 30. Sorry, not 30. Trying to score 30 here.
Johnson 1-1 is good. He'll get 1 more. Jamar Johnson today coming into today's game, back-to-back performances with at least 3 assists. And now here come the Profs.
Only making 1 of those free throws as McCarron was thinking about the shot, passing it to Butler.
Right move there. Still got 15 seconds on the shot clock. Butler outside of Mears. Fakes a shot, takes it, and he's short. It's picked up well by Lawrence. Lawrence out to Collins. Bounce pass. Dunking it down. Christian Armstrong Thomas But we have
the point not being given to Christian Armstrong Thomas. We're not sure yet why, but an emphatic dunk now taken away. Head coach and assistant coaches for the Stockton University Ospreys are now wondering what is happening and why they are not given that point.
Was it because he hung on to the rim? Is that what they thought? I mean, absolute haymaker from Christian Armstrong Thomas, but it's a technical foul.
I believe it is because of the hanging, but not much Christian Armstrong Thomas could do there. That's just momentum right there. He can't really stop himself from swinging. But now 2 free throws coming from McCarron on the technical foul against the Ospreys.
McCarron hits both free throws and will give the Profs possession, down by just 3. 5:24 still to go here in this first half. Jazeer Knoll, Marcellus Ross back in for the Profs.
That Tech definitely a momentum switcher here. Now Booty Butler bringing up the ball. The Profs looking to convert and potentially make this a 5-point play.
Mears inside, left hand finish. It's a 1-point game solely by Ross. Ross off the glass, couldn't get to go. Well guarded there by Armstrong Thomas, but it's forced a turnover to Johnson.
That is great full court pressing defense right there. Ross getting the pick, shooting the ball, unfortunately not making it, but then forcing the issue again. Jamar Johnson tipping the ball away, and now the Profs have the opportunity to score once again and convert off the technical foul from earlier against Christian Armstrong Thomas.
I believe Ross is up to 5 steals now on the season. Came in today with 3. Had his second just a moment ago. Now Butler cuts inside, and he forces the foul. And just like that, Rowan has a chance to not only tie, but they can take the lead despite the large deficit they faced for pretty much the majority of this first half.
Foul called on number 23, Rhinell Lawrence. But as you were right, the tech call on Christian Armstrong Thomas on the swing from the dunk is definitely a momentum changer, as now Booty Butler can drain these 2 free throws and give them the lead. Mind you, they were down by 6 earlier, and now the game's tied.
It's just an unreal turn of events. Like the 5-point swing on a absolute crazy dunk, and now the Profs hold the lead, which is something you probably didn't expect with such a great start by the Ospreys here early in this first half. We're inside 5 minutes here. 32-31. Lawrence inside, and he draws the foul. Now you wonder, it looks to be on Booty Butler as he's arguing with the refs for the call. You saw Mears and company, so you were hoping it wasn't on him. It's on Lawrence. It's Lawrence to the line, taking 2. And Lawrence connects for the first, tie this game up. Deontay Miles checks in for DJ Campbell.
Lawrence looking to drain his 3rd free throw of the day. So far, 100% at the line. And he will remain 100% as he drains the free throw, giving the Ospreys the lead once again.
Mears gets over to Butler. Booty Butler out to Mears. Thinking shot, doesn't take it. Butler inside, out to the top of the key for Jazeer Knoll. Kiss to the sky, Jazeer Knoll for the lead.
Jazeer Knoll with 10 points now.
Oh my goodness! Oh. Charging foul. Jazeer Knoll on both ends of the court. And Rhinell Lawrence is in disbelief.
Rhinell Lawrence with a very tough play there, going up for the layup. We believe that it was going to count, but it no longer does as a charge on the play. Jazeer Knoll taking the bump and taking the fall for the Profs, scoring the 3 earlier, and now giving them the opportunity to score some more, as the Profs now have the lead, 35-33.
I mean, some pretty entertaining game in these last 2 minutes. Now with some...
I believe a foul called on head coach Scott Brittner of the Ospreys. Scott Brittner arguing about many plays this game so far, getting in the ear. Whistle was blown, and the referee was pointing at Brittner there. Not sure what happened.
Doesn't look to be a technical foul. He probably just has to keep his mouth quiet. As it's Butler. Gets the screen from Knoll. Out to Mears, goes inside. Reverse layup, and he misses it. Khalif Mears with a great opportunity. Trying to come up with a steal on Campbell. Campbell gets out to Gaither. Gaither on a mismatch. Gaither inside, and he forces the foul on Chris McCarron. Gaither knew it, and he's got 2 at the line.
Definitely a mismatch between Gaither and McCarron there. McCarron having a hack there to try and get the ball away from the bigger Gaither, but Gaither getting the foul. Now he's going to come to the line for 2 to try and tie this game.
Tavon Gaither, the second scorer for Stockton. Went to Lenape High School, and he played with sophomore phenom Derek Simpson, who currently plays for Rutgers. As they're a pretty hot team in Division I. And we saw a steal attempt right there from Johnson. It's actually going to stay with the Profs.
Speaking of steals, number 0, Khalif Mears has 13 steals on the year, trying to get a couple this game. Fortunately, all of them resulting in fouls. As he's open on the wing, Booty Butler coming into the lay. Foul called, I believe.
Right there, Gabe. Yeah, foul right there.
Called on number 2, Deontay Miles for the Ospreys. Booty Butler going to go to the line for 2 now, trying to extend the lead for the Profs.
Profs hold just a 1-point lead. They're trying to get it to 3 with these free throws. Butler's been to the line a few times. And he drills that free throw, making himself 2 for 3 from the line.
The Profs have a habit of getting into close games, Connor, as their first 2 games, very, very close affairs, barring their last game where they did destroy the Eastern University Eagles. Another close game we have today.
Butler's second free throw is good. 3-point lead for the Profs. 3:35 to go here in this first half as Angulev checks back into this one. Campbell gets out to Angulev. Heavy mismatch. Fakes the jump. Couldn't connect. Campbell was looking for the foul. Doesn't get it. And now here come the Profs in transition. 3-pointer, Marcellus Ross. Off the wing, no good.
McCarron with the board. Back to Booty Butler.
Wide open Josh, right corner, 3. This one no good as well. DJ Campbell comes up with another rebound. And now wide open is Gaither in the paint. And he's got an easy 2 to cut this lead to 1. Inside 3 minutes, right. Gets it quickly over Ross. Ross wide open for 3. And he continues to make him pay.
Ross has the hot hand right now. It's cheddar cheese from the 3-point line today. I believe he has 15 points now. Has been absolutely automatic for the Profs.
Gaither. Look for the man, Angulev. Angulev out to Miles for a 3-pointer, and it's off the mark. Picked up well by Ross. Here's Butler. Ross again. Couldn't get it to go this time. Off the right side of the rim there for Marcellus Ross. It's Gaither. Campbell spins off the defender. Collins lost his dribble for a second, regains it. Engelop thinking three, and it's off the front of the rim. Collins regained it, lost it off his knee, and a turnover on Stockton. Less than 2 minutes to go here. Tim Myrick, number 13, checks in for the Profs, as well as number 20.
Carsimir Paul, number 20, checking in for the Profs as well. The Profs today, the leading scorer being Marcellus Ross, being absolutely automatic from the three, and Jazir Noel, who has the ball right now but gets called for traveling. He has 10 points on to the day, but an unfortunate turnover that's going to give the Ospreys the ball here.
Profs go up as much as 4. 40-36 is your score to this ball game. As Anguilov gets out to Armstrong Thomas, who's back into this one. And it's stolen away by Carsimir Paul. However, regained back by Campbell, and he tried to dish it all the way to the other side of the corner for Deontay Miles, but his bounce pass came up short. Tim Myrick here on the inbound. Minute corner for Deontay Miles, but his bounce pass came up short. Tim Myrick here on the inbound. Minute 20 now, here in this first half. Wright, mid-range, pops it in. Josh Wright.
Josh Wright, beautiful moving mid-range shot there. And Connor, as we have a timeout here, scored a couple of them. The dunk by Christian Armstrong Thomas, the layup from Rhinell Lawrence earlier in the game, and now Josh Wright not, unfortunately, getting the 3 points.
30 seconds now. Campbell gets the screen. Campbell, step back, three-pointer, butter! DJ Campbell has made a 3-point game with 20 seconds now. Shot clock unplugged.
DJ Campbell with his 13th point of the game now, having a very, very good campaign so far. Trying to steal the ball. Marcellus Ross dishes it to Josh Wright.
Right
misses
short.
it.
Miles over to Campbell. Campbell out to Anguilov. Anguilov, three-pointer! And it's no good. Rebound well by Carsimir Paul. And that will do it for this first half. The Profs come all the way from behind, leading by 3 through the first 20 minutes of basketball here from Rowan Athletics. I mean, Gabe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rowan Athletics. Stockton versus the Profs here in a rematch of last year's NJAC championship, where the Profs came out victorious. As we begin here with a 3-point bucket from DJ Campbell to open up this second half, as we are now tied.
DJ Campbell, 16th point of the game now, absolutely on fire. Number 3, Spivey shoots it up, misses, and the board caught by Campbell. Ball off of number 0, Khalif Mears' leg. It's going to be, I'm wrong.
It's going to be on Stockton. Profs with possession. To give by Butler. So that's a Ross. Butler to Mears, thinking shot. Takes it out. Now Ross gives out to Mears. Inside of Knoll. Step back. No good. Was able to beat the shot clock. Possession goes to Stockton on the rebound from Rhinell Lawrence. Armstrong Thomas. Gives out to Campbell. Out to Anguilov. Anguilov out to Campbell. Campbell, size up jumper. In and out. And it's rebound back by Armstrong Thomas. Another opportunity here. Campbell can't connect this time. Noel takes it on. Here comes Mears. Transition basket. Skips to the lane. And he can't finish. Fast break now. Campbell, stolen away by Mears. Gets over to Ross. Other side of the court now. Left wing for Noel behind the back pass. Gets to Butler. Butler back inside of Noel. Noel fake. Finish and one! Jazir Noel!
Khalif Mears' 14th steal on the year. Gets Jazir Noel an and one opportunity now. Jazir Noel. That was his 12th point of the game. Looking for number 13 here. But great stuff so far. Very fast-paced start to the halves now. Multiple fast break opportunities for both teams. Jazir Noel is going to look to make it a 3-point lead. And yes, he does.
Jazir Noel connects there. He was named the NABC District Player of the Year last season. And he comes up huge there for the Profs. Gaither, blocked by Jazir Noel on the other end. Comes in flying.
LeBron-like steal from Jazir Noel as Bobby Butler goes to the paint. Misses it. Spivey goes up. A foul called on the play. Not sure on who yet.
Looks like Spivey's going to head to the line.
Believe it was on number 1, Tavon Gaither. Spivey's going to go to the line for 2 now. Beautiful, beautiful block there by Jazir Noel, Connor.
Absolutely, Gabe. As a free throw doesn't connect for Spivey's got one more at the line.
The half just started, and these boys are coming out and going buck wild, honestly. Very, very fast pace. So Spivey sinks the free throw. Now makes it a 4-point lead for the Profs.
Angelov stolen away by Mears, but they're going to call him for the foul. And Mears is beside himself, as that's his 4th personal foul, and he is one more away from sitting on the bench for the remainder of this game.
Unfortunate foul for Mears there. Now he really has to be careful. 17 minutes left on the half. He's got to pay attention and not make mistakes like that again. One more gets him out of this game.
Head coach Eric Brennan keeping in this game as Deontay Miles cuts to the lane. Out to Lawrence. Corner 3, Angelov, and he connects over Jazir Noel. And we're back to a 1-point ball game.
Angelov's first points of the game.
As is Butler. Out to Mears, and they're going to call for the walk. Travel violation on Khalif Mears. Could have been a technical as he dribbled the ball to the wall instead of getting it back to the ref, but no call. Stockton getting possession.
Angelov bringing it up for Stockton, being the one scoring the last point for the Ospreys.
Rhino Lawrence gets it out to number 34, Charles Sapp. Lawrence out to Miles, thinking jumper, and he connects. Deontay Miles from the left wing.
Ospreys now have the lead in the game, 2-point lead on the Miles 3. Ross passing it to Spivey. Spivey out wide, but Lawrence steals it.
What an effort there. Rhino Lawrence gets it over to Angelov. Angelov goes inside to Gaither. Gaither. Guarded by Butler. Gaither goes for the post, and they're going to call Butler for the foul. Looks to be a blocking foul.
Butler going down very easily on that play. Clearly a blocking foul against Booty Butler there.
Inbound coming up here. As Stockton's not in the bonus yet. Angelov forward to the inbound. Sapp nearly stolen away. Rhino Lawrence comes up with it. Lawrence out to 3-pointer for Angelov. This one no good. And it's rebounded by Butler. Butler to the other side of the court for Jazir Noel. Conflicting pass. And Ross tried to save it. Ross comes up short, and it's a turnover on Rowan.
A lot of flying bodies and diving ones on that play. At the board on the other side, it was Miles and Gaither clashing into each other. But essentially going each other for that rebound. Then a full court pass over to Jazir Noel, goes awry. Ross goes to dive for it, can't get it. Lawrence now going to inbound it for the Ospreys.
See some slippery spots on the court. Crew getting that all fixed up here as Rhino Lawrence set for the inbound. Holding a 2-point lead here on the road against Rowan.
Profs playing full court man-on-man defense right now, not a zone, similar to what they were playing in the first half. Man-on-man full court defense as Lawrence drives to the paint. Charging foul. Spivey takes the brunt of that. That's Lawrence's second charging foul of the game, similar fashion from the first one. Profs are going to have the ball here.
And Lawrence once again beside himself as he goes 0 for 2 on that kind of play right there. And it's going to be Rowan possession with Mears for the inbound.
That's Lawrence's fourth personal foul of the game. Has to pay attention and be careful, similar to Khalif Mears of the Profs. Both men being very important to their team.
Mears out to Butler, inside to Spivey. Out to the corner for Knoll. Gets it out to corner three, Ross! And it's off the mark. They're going to say it was last touch by Deontay Miles. Possession stays with the Profs.
Profs looking to score here, down by 2. Lots of time left on the clock, but they want to shift the momentum, similar to how they did in the first half.
Ross gets it out to Knoll. Jazier Knoll out to the corner for Ross. Goes inside on the bucket. No foul called. No foul called on Collins.
Ross,
they say it was clean, and it's going to be a turnover on Marcellus Ross.
Ross asking the referees why there wasn't a foul there. But number 55, Jalen Collins, just keep his hands up. No foul play on the play. It's number 12 for the Profs. Checks in. Number 12, Chris McGarren. Now on Angelov.
Angelov gets over to Campbell. Tightly guarded by Ross. Now he's guarded by Spivey. Gets out to Gaither. Gaither now over inside to Collins. Off the glass and finds the rim. Jalen Collins extending the lead for the Ospreys to 4 points now.
Simple spin move from Collins there. Gets him the lay. Good stuff. Abdul-Jabbar-like.
McCarron out to Ross. Here's Mears. Mears going inside. Takes the mismatch and finds the layup.
Mears driving to the paint like he owns it. Easy, simple stuff for Mears. Being the leading scorer of this team, you'd expect him to do things like that.
Mears wanted a foul on that last play. Didn't get one. Bucket is good no matter what. And now Gaither nearly stolen away there again on the tip. And there's another foul. Khalif Mears. He's up to his fourth foul, actually. He's still in this game.
Khalif Mears checking out. I do believe that was his fifth. We may be wrong. But I do believe Khalif Mears is now out of the game. Looks visually upset. I do believe he is out of this game. Big loss for the Profs there. Not what you want to see. He's walking out.
Mikey Robinson checks in for him, and now Robinson on a fast break. Over the man, but they're going to call him. They're going to call a blocking foul. Really interesting. I thought Gaither beat him to the spot, but they're going to call a blocking foul on Tavon Gaither. It's going to send Mikey Robinson the line to shoot 2. But wow, a loss of Khalif Mears, who didn't even start today's game, usually does start for the Profs. And your leading scorer is now out of the game with still 14 minutes to go. It's a 2-point game. This isn't a blowout. It's a close game here, Gabe.
Extremely close game and an insanely massive loss here for the Profs. It's number 24, Mikey Robinson, sinks the first free throw. I'm surprised that wasn't actually called a charge there against Mikey Robinson, because similar to Lawrence, just kind of drives through his opponent there. Lawrence getting called on a charge both times, not Mikey Robinson that time, though.
And for Mears being the leading player in steals for the Profs, there is another end to trying to tip the ball out of the defender's hands, and it's that common reach-in foul, and it costed him today.
3 reach-in fouls, I believe, on the game. now having 14 steals on the season, I understand why he feels like he could go in there. As DJ Campbell shoots up the three, contested against Jazeer Knoll. Beautiful stuff by him. Continues his absolute hot streak of a campaign today.
DJ Campbell putting the Ospreys back up by 4. And he's just getting started. Robinson gets out to Knoll. Knoll gonna shoot his own. And it's in and out. Rebound picked up by Collins. And now here comes Stockton slowing things down. Holding a 4-point lead. He's going to try his hot streak, and he's going to come to an end there. Jamar Johnson comes up with another offensive rebound. Deontay Miles off the mark. Rebound back by DJ Campbell. And they're going to say it was last touched by the Profs.
Number 24, Mikey Robinson, touching it out of bounds. But the Ospreys getting a lot of offensive boards, really crashing them, making sure that they have the opportunity to score more points on a miss.
Deontay Miles, mid-range, connects! Deontay Miles, 6-point lead now for the Ospreys.
Cross filling to close out there. Easy mid-range shot for Deontay Miles there. As now McCarron has the ball, dishes it to 24, Mikey Williams. Spivey fails to catch it, out to McCarron.
Nice play there, gets it over to Carson Paul. Paul thinking jumper, and he can't hit the 3 this time. Armstrong Thomas comes up with the rebound, and here comes Jamar Johnson. Out to Miles. Blocked by Carson Paul.
Carson Paul with a beautiful block there. Very important one. Profs losing by 6 right now when they were leading at halftime. Not what you want to see from this team. Not what you want to see from this team. And the loss of Khalif Mears is proving ever so giant for this team. Very, very important member of their team is number 3, Josh Wright checks in favor of number 24, Mikey Robinson. But, Connor, such an important loss. Losing by 6 now with 12 minutes left on the clock. As something is called against number, not sure.
Carson Paul.
Number
it's going to be on the floor, so it means an inbound for Stockton.
But the loss of Khalif Myers proving ever so important right now for the Profs. They need him. And a 6-point deficit now. They need to stop here.
Great yard, Gabe. As Khalif Mears had 7 points before checking out of this one. Step back. Had his defender looking silly there. Deontay Miles goes inside. Well guarded and blocked by Jazeer Knoll. Here come the Profs. They got numbers on the other end. Knoll inside of Paul. And they're going to be called
charge
on the push on Jamar Johnson.
A charge on Jazeer Knoll getting called. Passing it over to Carson Paul, but does not matter. Gets called for the charge. A lot of charging fouls today, Connor.
Right, Gabe. It's been a real difference maker from both sides. Taking away many chances at some pretty nice finishes.
Marcellus Ross checking in, and so is Booty Butler in favor of McCarron at number 30, Spivey. Looking to make a big difference as Marcellus Ross, is the leading scorer in this game. For the Profs, at least. Doing a great job. Looking to have an impact.
What a tough bucket there. Deontay Miles, one-handed flush. And then a missed turnover there on Carson Paul. Here comes Miles. Dishes out to Campbell for 3. And it's in and out. Rebound by Jazeer Knoll. Knoll guarded tightly by Gaither, and he's going to draw the foul. The Profs with only their 2 remaining leading scorers, Jazeer Knoll and Marcellus Ross. They have some big shoes to fill with the absence of Khalif Mears. But it's good to see that Josh Wright's on the court as he's been really big for the Profs off the bench.
Angelov and Jalen Collins checking in for number 2. Deontay Miles, who's had a very good shift there. A big lead now for Stockton. Looking to increase it, but the Profs looking to end it.
Butler gets it out to Ross. Guarded tightly as Knoll. He's doubled. Ross, jumper. Can connects! Marcellus Ross continues to make the Stockton defense pay from the 3-point end. Ross goes over the steal, gets it out to right. Now Knoll, just out to Butler. They're going to slow it down. Out to Ross. Ross goes inside. He gets double teamed, and it's stolen away as DJ Campbell comes up with it.
Ross with his 18th point of the game gets a steal there, but he can't convert on the layup as he gets blocked. DJ Campbell brings it up as Angelov has the ball now.
Angelov gets it over to Campbell. Campbell going inside. Dishes it out to Armstrong Thomas. Guarded well by Knoll. Armstrong Thomas off the glass, no good. Knoll comes up big there. Jazeer Knoll in the defensive end for the Profs. As right, deep three. Not good this time. Christian Armstrong Thomas comes up with the rebound. And if I'm the Profs, I don't think threes are the answer right now.
No, for the Profs, to be fair, most points today for the Profs are from threes, so I don't blame them for shooting them. As no foul called in the play. Booty Butler taking the ball up now.
And they're going to call another foul. Profs.
Not sure what the call is there. I'm assuming a travel. Maybe a screening. Sure. The Ospreys have the ball now. As number 5, Jamar Johnson's going to inbound it here. Profs once again playing man-on-man full court defense right now.
As here's Angelov. Campbell guarded tightly. Picked up, and it's a pickpocket from Marcellus Ross.
Marcellus Ross with his third steal of the game, 6 on the season.
Josh Wright.
Here, because today it's really been a Marcellus Ross and Jazeer Noah show. And as Khalif Mears can't be here as he got fouled out, the third of the three-headed monster we were talking about all game is now no longer in effect as Marcellus Ross has the ball here.
And they're going to call him out of bounds. He stepped on the line. And that's just a real momentum killer right there. Campbell will get the inbound for Stockton. Just over 10 minutes to go here in this second half. The Ospreys lead by 5 here on the road against the Profs of Rowan.
I believe there's a wet spot on the court.
Stockton really trying to break a 3-game losing streak against the Profs. However, they hold the all-time record against the Profs, 50-45. And since 2008, I believe they are 24-9 in that absence, including a 16-game winning streak branching from 2009 to 2016.
Profs in the last couple years have had Stockton's number, but not this game. Very, very close game, and similar to most games for the Profs this year, it's close. Only 5 points separating both teams here, so the Profs definitely still have a chance with 10 minutes left on the clock.
We're seeing some full court press here from Booty Butler. Butler guarded well by Johnson. Angelov gets the pick. Angelov out to Miles. Miles, jumper is no good. Rebound back by Jalen Collins. And he goes inside, misses the layup. Campbell picks it up for him, and he gets the easy deuce.
DJ Campbell's 21st point of the game. He's been on fire so far for Stockton. Without him, they'd be in a really tough spot. As Booty Butler has the ball, directing the play here.
Butler finds Ross. Ross top the key. It's out to right. Wide open corner. Butler thinks, and he can't hit. And the rebound, another one for DJ Campbell. Angelov goes inside mid-range. Bucket is no good. And they'll say it was last touch by Josh Wright.
Josh Wright arguing with the ref here, saying that was actually off. Number 2, Deontay Miles. But the referee saw it differently. Jamar Johnson's now going to take it in for the Ospreys.
Johnson on the inbound. Goes inside to Collins. Collins gets this one to go. Nothing but net there, but we see Khalif Mears back in this game. I believe he was only up to 4 fouls. What a sign this is. Khalif Mears back in this one for the Profs. Wright, three-pointer. Bang! Josh Wright! And a timeout from Stockton.
Correction to what we were saying about 5 fouls. He's actually only on his 4th. And Marcellus Ross, both ways are destroying both teams.
Back on the inbound here. It's Stockton possession. They hold a 6-point lead. But it's good to see Khalif Mears back on the court. Really has to be careful, though, as he's down to his last foul. Deontay Miles lost control, and it's a turnover on Stockton. Exactly what you want to see if you're Rowan.
Hopefully with the addition of Khalif Mears, things can change. Scores 55-61 in favor of the Ospreys as Josh Wright goes to the paint.
And they're going to, on the foul, on the floor, excuse me. On the floor for Josh Wright.
Foul called on Angelov. I believe the Profs are now on the bonus. Josh Wright going to look to drain these two. Make the score 57-61.
Wright's got the first one. Josh Wright is playing all games so far this season. Hasn't started, but yet he averages 14.7 points a game off the bench for the Profs. And he came into last game against Eastern with 14 points as well, shooting 3 for 6 from field goal. As that second free throw, no good, but it's stolen away by Josh Wright. They're going to call him for the reach.
Referee's not having any of it today. It seems as if every time someone goes for a steal, it's being called for a reach. Once again on Josh Wright there. Going over to cover Jamar Johnson. Now 3 men in the backcourt. The full court press here. Three people. 3-on-3 in the backcourt right now.
They got to get it up. Jamar Johnson. And he just gets it in time, but the Profs thought no. And he missed there, thought there was a travel, no call there. Rebound comes up here for Booty Butler. Now Ross, wide open 3, spread shot, oh, he couldn't get it to go. Catch and shoot jumper, no good for Marcellus Ross. And now here comes Martin Angelov on the other end. And now we have an injury. Jamar Johnson holding himself over. Right now Lawrence set to come back into this one, but not a good thing to see if you're Stockton with Jamar Johnson needing some help.
Johnson only tallying a point today, but does have 4 assists and 4 rebounds, so he is important to the squad and to their efforts today. But it seems as if he is okay.
He certainly created many second chance opportunities for Stockton. That's how DJ Campbell was able to get a handful of his points on those second chance opportunities. Angelov on the inbound. Kicks it out to Rhinell Lawrence as he's guarded by Mears. Lawrence out to the corner for Angelov, guarded tightly by Butler. Now Campbell goes up and goes off the glass and in on Marcellus Ross. Not much you could do right there.
7-point lead now for the Ospreys. Profs really need to change something here.
And Butler gets over to Mears. Mears, jumper. In and out. Rebounded by Rhinell Lawrence. And now we have another whistle.
Mears with 7 points on the day, and it doesn't seem that bad, but we know he can do better. Scoring 25 against the Eastern University Eagles. You would expect more from him in this game, and now he has 4 steals, 4 fouls. One more could get him kicked out of this game, and he's definitely needed. He's a part of the 3-headed monster for these Profs. Let's see what they can do here as 2 Profs are in the backcourt.
I think the issue for Mears is the fact that he had to sit down for so long due to his 4 personal fouls. That's probably got him out of his comfort zone. But he's got to start finding it with only 7 minutes to go. Campbell, he's double teamed. Campbell, no, trying to come up with a steal. Over to Collins, and he had an easy mismatch on Chris McCarron, And he finishes off the glass and in for the easy 2.
9-point lead now for the Ospreys. Profs really need to change something as shouts from defense are coming from the Ospreys bench as Mears has the ball.
Mears. It's over to Butler. Back over to Mears. Goes inside, and we have a foul called. It's another charge.
And that will officially be the 5th foul for Mears in this game, which will have him kicked out and fouled out for this. Unfortunate, that's the way it ends for him. But he's now heading up, head down low, not happy about what just happened.
Marcellus Ross checks in for Mears, and that will do it for Khalif Mears, the senior, and he is extremely heated after that call. And a big blow for this Props offense. And now Deontay Miles goes over quickly to Lawrence. Lawrence out to Angelov. We have a travel violation called on Rhinell Lawrence. Could be the momentum switch that the Profs need, now being without their top scorer for the rest of this ballgame.
As we said, Connor, earlier, Khalif Mears being such an important part and such a pivotal member of this team. As Josh Wright shoots up the 3, shot it!
Josh Wright starting to come alive here for the Profs. Hitting back-to-back threes for him. And now it's all of a sudden a 7-point ball game. Correction, 6-point ball game.
I'm not sure what was called, but I believe it was called on Rhinell Lawrence. Rhinell Lawrence, who has 4 personal fouls, I believe. And he's not the only one on his team. Geither, number 1 for Stockton, also has 4 personal fouls. Oh, sorry, correction. Geither does have 4 personal fouls, but Rhinell Lawrence is going to the free throw line, trying to sink 2 here, trying to extend the lead.
Lawrence can't connect, but it goes right out to Angelov on the attempted rebound. Angelov at midcourt. 6 minutes to go here from SB Gymnasium. Miles thinking 3. Takes a charge! And they're going to call a block on Josh Wright. A blocking foul on Josh Wright.
Boos coming from the crowd there. They do not believe that was a blocking foul. They believe it was charged. And now Deontay Miles, as the Ospreys are now in the bonus, is going to shoot 2 here. Josh Wright is not happy with the call, and the fans in the stands here at SB Gym are also not pleased with it either.
Miles free throw. Off the mark, Noel comes up with it. 1-1 is no good for Deontay Miles. Game remains at 6 points. Butler out to corner for Ross. And it's in and out. Rebound by Noel. Jazier Noel. And it trickles off the rim, but we have a foul called on Christian Armstrong Thomas for Stockton. And with the Profs being in the bonus, Noel will have a 1-and-1 attempt.
Jaziel Noel sinking all of his free throws today, only being 1 to be fair, looking to stay 100% at the line.
And he's got the first. Jazier Noel continues the scoring for the Profs. And he's trying to get this free throw to 4 points.
Spivey checking in for McCarron here. Looking to get the big man and get some more boards as he has, I believe, 5 on the night. Trying to crash the board some more and create more opportunities. As Noel misses the second one.
Boulder with the rebound. And now here, Josh Wright, 3-pointer! This one no good. And Rhinell Lawrence comes up with the rebound. Oh my, well that moment could have been for Josh Wright, as he had back-to-back 3-pointers for the Profs. Comes up short on the last possession.
Josh Wright with 9 points on the night, all of them coming from the 3.
Campbell, mid-range, pops it and locks it in. DJ Campbell.
Campbell now with his 25th point of the game. He's been just perfect for Stockton today.
Right, three-pointer. It's short, and it's collected well by Collins. Pass gets out to Angelov, and now they'll slow things down. Now holding a 7-point lead against the Profs. Campbell switches off the defender now to Spivey. Jameer Spivey. Guarding Campbell, goes inside, and it hits the floater on Spivey. 69-60, Stockton leads.
27 points now for TJ Campbell. He's been on fire, Connor. Jazir Noel goes up for the layup, misses it. Jump ball now, and Lawrence and Booty Butler getting into it.
Possession arrow stays with the Profs.
From the three-point line, 5 for 13. So 13 of his 20 shots coming from out wide. So he is abusing the three-point line today, and it's working.
Inbound here for Booty Butler. Butler gets it inside to Ross. Ross, and it's tipped. No, it's stolen away by Campbell, and they're going to call Campbell for the foul.
That'll be Campbell's second personal foul of the game, so staying safe with personal fouls. It's going to be Marcellus Ross coming to the free throw line now.
Ross, the leading scorer for the Profs today. Trying to keep this lead for the Stockton Ospreys at single digits, as it's right now up to 9. He can get to as much as 7 with this 1-and-1 attempt. He's got the first one to go. Marcellus Ross. And he misses the second one as rebounds collected by Jalen Collins. Ball gets to Rhinell Lawrence as we're now inside 4 minutes.
4 minutes, 8-point lead. Rhinell Lawrence driving to the rim.
And now we have a foul called, and Rhinell Lawrence is beside himself.
Rhinell Lawrence instantly getting sound on the bench. Foul called on him. Yes, he is fouled out of the game, actually. That's his 5th personal foul, which will see him sit out for the rest of the game. And number 1, Dyther coming in, who also has 4 personal fouls this game. He also has to be careful. So he has 9 points for the team, also very important for the Ospreys.
And Geither, the second leading scorer for Stockton. The fact that he's on foul trouble is not a good sight to see for the Ospreys. As Chris McCarron back in for this one for the Profs. Spivey, Noel. And here's Noel. Out to the corner. Ross, 3. Good! Marcellus Ross connects from the right corner. And we have a 5-point game.
His 22nd point of the game, Marcellus Ross. All of them coming from the three-point line. DJ Campbell shoots the air balls.
Blocked well by Jazir Noel. Jazir Noel with a tip on the play. Here comes Butler. McCarron back out to Butler. Butler inside, off the glass, can't finish. Spivey collects the rebound, back up, and he is fouled. Jameer Spivey heading to the line. And now the Profs coming alive here, trailing by just 5 and getting another chance at the line.
What a turnaround for the Profs here. Jameer Spivey has the chance to only reduce the deficit to 3 points as they were just down by 9. Wonderful stuff here by the Profs and a wonderful burst of energy. It seems as if a fire was lit under them. Jameer Spivey shooting the first one, and he sinks it. 65-69 for the Profs. Looking to sink the second one to make it a 3-point deficit.
Spivey up to 7 rebounds on the day. He averages 7, so he's matched his average. This one's in and out, and this remains a 4-point game. Campbell, guarded well by Ross. He's got to be careful. Russ are real chippy when it comes to reaching fouls. And now it's Campbell. Guarded by Noel. Here's Gaither. Tavon Gaither. Size up middle, and he's going to be fouled. Marcellus Ross. And he can't believe it.
Marcellus Ross very upset. And honestly, I would be upset with him too. Heads up in the air. Not much contact on the play, but it was enough for the referee. Tavon Gaither now going to go and shoot 2 here. Trying to extend the lead even further. Just when it seems like it's going right for the Profs, Connor, it just goes south.
Right, Gabe Gaither now with 9 points in this one, looking for point number 10. And he misses the first free throw. Really fortunate break here for the Profs. 2:48 still to go here in the second half. This one looks to be coming down to the wire. Gaither, second free throw. It's good. Lead goes up to 5 now for the Ospreys. 70-65 ball game here. Rowan University, Glassboro. Home of the Profs. Jazir Knoll. Looking out. Goes inside on Collins. Spins. Layup is in. Jazir Knoll. Throws it half court. Wide open is Miles. Miles is blocked. Foul. Jameer Spivey called for the foul on Deontay Miles.
The whole crowd lit up there, but unfortunately for Spivey, he gets called for a blocking foul there.
What a heads-up play there from DJ Campbell to throw it down to the other side of the court to a wide-open Deontay Miles, and he draws the foul. Now getting 2 at the line.
Looking to make it a 5-point lead now. Once again, like I said, it gets good for the Profs, then a foul. Fans getting loud. First one. He misses it.
Deontay Miles misses the free throw. He's got 1 more at the line. It's a 3-point ball game here. Hear the crowd on their feet trying to distract them, and it works to their favor. Unfortunately, there's no like free food or anything for that, but no free throws here as here's Brody Butler. Bring us to the solid court. Butler. Butler gets to Ross. Ross out to the corner for Knoll. Double team. Pickpocket stolen away by Jalen Collins. Gets the ball, or hands of DJ Campbell. Campbell spins off the defender Spivey. Now inside 2 minutes. Spivey tightly guarding Campbell. Campbell goes inside. Reverse layup is no good. Butler down the other side court. Goes inside corner. McCarron 3 for time. Oh, no! Chris McCarron! Here's Miles on a fast break. Miles out to the corner. Campbell 3 for the lead. In and out. Rebound by Spivey. Here come the Profs. Timeout Stockton. And you can hear the Profs faithful on their feet. In a tied ball game all of a sudden. 1:34 left here.
On and twitching his hand around. I'm assuming his hand is kind of hurt. That's not a good sign for the Profs, but he's staying strong and he's playing through it, and that's commendable.
Absolutely. Iron Man type play there from Booty Butler. Keeping himself in this game. Mama mentality. Butler goes inside. Takes it back out. 3-pointer for the lead. Butler! It's in and out. Rebounded by Campbell. Oh my, would that have been something right there from Booty Butler. However, it's Stockton possession. Minute 7 left here from SB Gymnasium. Collins inside. Stolen away. But we have a foul called.
I'm not going to lie. I think the referee is incorrect on that one. I was watching the play. And refuse suck chants coming from the crowd now.
I mean, talk about a late call right there. Really interesting to see DJ Campbell heading the line to give the Stockton Ospreys hope of taking this lead. Minute 2 still to play here.
Fans getting loud now, trying to shake, get an ice, essentially. DJ Campbell before his free throws. Marcellus Ross arguing the call as his hands were up. But DJ Campbell's going to try to sing this against the loud fans.
Free throw is in, and the lead goes to Stockton, 71-70.
A minute and 2 left on the clock. Score 71-70. Trying to increase the lead, make it a 2-point lead. That's not a lot, but it's something, and they need it.
Second free throw attempt is off. Rebounded by Noel. Stockton holds a 1-point lead now heading in the final minute of play. Booty Butler bringing up the court. Butler gets to Ross. Ross out to McCarron. McCarron hit a clutch three-pointer to tie this game up. Butler goes inside to Spivey. Spivey for the lead! It's in and out! And coming up the rebound is Jalen Collins. 42 seconds still to go.
Time's winding down here for the Profs. Only a 1-point lead for the Ospreys.
Quick time to Gaither. And now they're going to slow things down. The clock is on the side of the Ospreys. And now we have a timeout. Stockton. 29.9 seconds left. Spivey could have given the Profs the lead. Misses the layup. And the Profs really need a defensive effort here and to try not to draw any fouls here in this final 29 seconds of this second half.
Engelov will be the one to inbound it here.
Engelov has to get it in, gets it over to Campbell. Campbell back out to Engelov. Shot clock goes to 10 seconds. Engelov gets the screen from Collins. Takes the jumper for the lead. Bang! Morton Engelov! Right angle, mid-range. 19-3 to go as he extends the lead to 3 for the Ospreys. Good thing to see for Rowan. McCarron ready for the inbound. Butler getting the ball. Shot clock is unplugged. 15 seconds. Butler gets out to Noel. Noel tightly guarded. Noel dishes out. Marcel's over for the tie! And it's short. Comes off the far side of the rim. And Christian Armstrong Thomas is fouled. 5.6 seconds still to go. And Armstrong can wrap this game up for the Ospreys in an unbelievable upset to begin this season for the Profs.
Profs still have a chance here. Number 20, Christian Armstrong Thomas misses these, which is unlikely, as Christian Thomas Armstrong has been shooting very well from the free throw line, 3 for 4 on the night. Fans are leaving the stands right now. Christian Armstrong Thomas going to shoot the first of his 2 free throws here.
He needs just 1.
And
he's got the first potential dagger right there from Christian Armstrong Thomas to send the Rowan faithful packing and give the Profs their first loss of the season in an instant classic here at SB Gymnasium. Second free throw from Armstrong Thomas, and it's in. Timeout Rowan. Timeout from Eric. Timeout, correct. Timeout from Rowan.
This is a performance and a game that SB Gym will never forget. To your point earlier, Connor, this game is an instant classic, 75-70. Beautiful stuff. We've had the privilege of calling just an amazing game today. Fortunately, the Profs will be losing here.
Noel has to get over to half court. Ross chucks up the 3. Hits it! Marcellus Ross from half court throws it, and he forces the foul. 1.9 seconds still to play. Unbelievable shot there from Marcellus Ross, but is it too little, too late? We'll find out. There's 1.9 seconds left, as looks to be number 12, Andrew Crawford, heading to the line for a pair of free throws.
Marcellus Ross with his 25th point of the game and his 9th three-point make of the day. That would make him 9 for 14. Absolutely amazing display from the arc. But now this creates a crazy situation here with number 12 newly checked in for the first time in this game. Andrew Crawford. If he misses these free throws, it could be, a full court shot here. Everything could change here, Connor. This is some fun stuff we're getting a privilege to see.
Absolutely. Freshman Andrew Crawford, in the biggest of moments right here, needs these free throws to hit. And he's got the first to put it to 3 points for them. This second one is going to be even bigger. Timeout Rowan, as now Crawford has a decision to make between. Crawford will get this one right here. 1.9 seconds left here.
Coach Eric Brennan telling Josh Wright to stay there. To be fair, they don't need that many people for the board, as they do need the points.
Second free throw, in and out. Has to chuck it up. And it's
And it's
not
late,
going
it
to
will
count.
not count.
And it's short anyway. But Stockton comes in to Rowan and pulls off the upset to knock down the #1 team in the NJAC Conference, the Rowan Profs. Final score 76-73. An absolute